Hello, I'm Kat, and today I thought I'd do a video showing you my base foundation routine, because I don't really show that in any of my videos. It's pretty much the same every video, so I don't feel like I need to show it every time. So I thought I'd do a separate video, so if any of you are interested to see how I do it, then you can see. Yes, I'm actually in the middle of filming this eyeshadow look, which I believe is already up. I'll link that down below if you're interested, or in the card thing. Is it this side? Shall I zoom in a little bit more? Obviously it's my face, not very detailed, but I'll zoom in a little bit. Right, okay, so first up I usually do my brows, which I never show this on camera because it's not the most professional looking application. So to do my brows I'm using this, so I can really tighten out actually. So this is the Revolution Reloaded Basic Mattes palette, and then I actually use this kind of reddy shade down here. I like to match my eyebrows kind of with my hair. So obviously my hair is dyed. I mean, you could probably see my roots coming through. I think I'm due to redo it this weekend, possibly? The beginning of the month, I think that is. I do have naturally red hair, but obviously not this bright. Yeah, so I use this and a brow brush, and then I just kind of do the shape. So I don't like super harsh brows. And I've always kind of used like a powder to do my brows, as I mean, I don't know if there's any fellow redheads watching, but I've never been able to find like a brow pencil, or I mean even like just a brow product in general really, that matches well with like my hair. And I feel like not even all brands even have like an auburn brow product. Like I've seen them even still, like they'll release some brow products and they just have like a few browns and a blonde and like maybe kind of a black or really dark brown, like, and they don't have an auburn. It's just like, what about us? I mean, it doesn't matter for me because I don't use them, but what about us auburn ginger people? So this will be the only time that you see me do my brows on camera. It's like the one part of makeup that I'm really not keen on. It just kind of annoys me so much. It's probably the one part I spend like the longest on as well, and even then it never looks like perfect. It's like super annoying. So frustrating. Okay, so I kind of do this, and we've got like the powder on. I feel like this is going to be a long video, and I probably need to get a new one of these out, but like this little spoolie, is it? And I kind of brush the hairs like up and in the shape, and it kind of blends the powder, the product out of it, so it's not so harsh. And then, as you can see here, I've obviously applied too much. So what I'll then go in with is, like, I've got a wipe here, but I will just kind of wipe that away. This is why I usually do it before my eyeshadow. So the very first thing I kind of do. But I'll just go around and kind of wipe off the extra. What if I've gone over the lines? Yeah, and then I'll go in and touch up with the powder again until it looks okay. So I'm going to finish that now and then we'll move on to the next bit. Okay, that'll do, because I can't be bothered with it. Okay, so that's the brows. So next is primer, and I've been using this. Oh, it's very bright, isn't it? So this is the Etude House Face Blur. So this is actually a Korean brand, but this is amazing. I love this. This is like my go-to primer now. I love it. So I usually do, I mean, I guess I kind of do like a small pump at a time, but you could probably do like a full-on pump. I don't know, it's probably too much. But just spread that over the face. I kind of concentrate it a bit more towards, I guess, the centre. Yeah, because I don't feel like you need so much on the outer edges, like the edge of your face. It's kind of in the centre, it's more where you get like your larger pores and oily nose or the dry skin. So, but yes, I'm loving this. It just gives such a smooth like finish, like when you put the foundation on top. I mean, I could easily go out like this actually. Like it just gives, I mean, it's like it says, a face blur. Like it literally blurs your pores. It's lovely. It feels quite nice too. So that's that. And next up is a foundation. So I think I've mentioned a few times in my video, I actually want to get some new foundations. I'm not sure how much I've got left of this, but I'm currently using this Revolution Super Dewy Skin Tinted Moisturiser. So this is a light. So I'm not really into like the super, I guess, full coverage cakey makeup. I mean, I want my skin to look, I guess, flawless. Who doesn't? But I don't know, I don't need it to be like super cakey and intense. So I think this is actually getting a bit old now, so it doesn't actually come out the best. I think it's getting a bit dry. So, and then I'm using like one of these powder puff. I've just placed it on my hand as well. So I'm just patting it out to cover the sponge. And then just kind of placing it on skin. And then just kind of like wipe it out and pat it in. I think what it is actually with this foundation, I think it dries down quite quickly. So I probably need to not put too much on my face at a time. I mean, I've been doing a lot better with my skincare now, but I was having a lot of trouble around my nose, like with kind of like a flake-iness. but I haven't really been having that issue now. So I don't know, it's probably a combination of it all. Like better skincare, the primer. Well, this is a like a tinted moisturiser as well. It colour matches quite well. What I'd really like to do at some point, I guess when I've got enough money to do it, is maybe go to a MAC counter and get them to colour match a foundation for me. And then I can have one that I guess truly matches, hopefully. And then I can just compare any new foundations to that. Okay, so I think that's it. So I've actually got, if you can see on camera, I think I've got like a spot coming up here. A little red patch. So that's that for the foundation though. I mean, that doesn't bother me too much. I probably won't even put any concealer over it. So next is concealer, and for that I'm currently using the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate in C0.3, and I don't actually think this is a good match for me, because if I put this on like on its own, like if I haven't got any other makeup on, like foundation on, and I put it on its own, like to cover my dark circles, I can see like the difference. Like I think it's a bit too yellow for my skin. So, but with the foundation on, it's not too bad. Okay, so I'll just dab some here. I don't know, like a little bit there maybe. I try not to put too much on. And then I just kind of pat this out into like the darkest bit, and just pat and swipe gently. Yeah, I try not to put too much of this on, so the colour's not great either. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And that's concealer. So next up is a powder, and I'm using the Revolution Translucent Baking Powder. And I don't actually do any baking, but when I bought this, I think I have mentioned in a video before, but they released this and I wanted a new like loose powder, so I bought this, and then I don't know whether it's like a week or a couple of weeks later or something, they then brought out an actual like loose setting powder. So it was a little bit annoying, but I mean, I think they're basically the same. There's so much of this in here as well, so this is going to last me ages. Right, what I have been doing is, I need something to put this on. I've been putting it on my hand, but I feel like I need a better, I always get this all over my lamp as well. So I've been putting it on my hand, and I've actually recently been using just this puff to do it as well. So just using the other end that hasn't got the foundation on. So I've just been patting it on my hand, and then kind of, again, patting and a little bit swiping. And again, I kind of start at the centre and work my way out. So I mean, you also don't, I guess, need as much around the edges because you don't really get so like oily around here. I do like to cover my entire face with the powder though, because it like sets the makeup, so I feel like it doesn't transfer as much. Like otherwise, like if I leave it without any on, like I can feel the foundation. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It might just be that one, but it's what I like to do. And then I move on to a contour. So I only do a little bit of contour, and I'm not into bronzing, but I don't really, not really keen on how that looks. So I'll just do a little bit of contour just under my cheekbones here, and I just go under the jawline a bit, and that's it. Sometimes if I can be bothered, I'll maybe do a little bit on the nose, but yeah, that's mainly what I do. So I'm using the Heart Revolution chocolate bar contour palette. I just got this mainly for the packaging actually, because it's a cute little chocolate bar. But I got this in Fair. I still feel like it's not the best match, like maybe something cooler still. Because again, I'm not trying to bronze up, warm up my face. Like, I just want to create a bit of definition. Right, yeah, so I just got a little, I think this is like a contour brush. Oh no, Luxe face paint brush. But I use this one anyway. So I just tap in, and then I tap off the excess on my brush because I don't want too much. Yeah, it's a bit warm for me really, but I don't know, I find it hard to find one that's like light enough as well, because a lot of I feel like a lot of the kind of contour stuff is more like bronzing, which obviously I don't want. So I'm trying to just put a little bit on, and then I'll like if it's too much, I'll try and use the kind of powder sponge to tone it down a bit. But yeah, I'll just go just under the cheekbones and up. Not too much, just a little. Also, I don't want to bring it too far down here. So I'm not, I mean I've done it both sides now, so I'm not sure if you can tell the difference. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if I can tell the difference, but yeah. And then I'll just do it pretty much all the way around my kind of jawline and chin. So, and I'll just kind of brush it down towards my neck. Also, I don't want to put too much on here because I don't want to get like it looking like I've got a dirty neck, I suppose. Do I look sculpted? And that's it for the contour. So what we've got left, highlight and blush. Is today for the base. That's it, isn't it? So, because I'm doing this makeup look today, or for the other video, so the blush that I'm going to use is a Revolution. These are super old, like you can't get these anymore, so sorry to anyone that watches my video and would like some of the stuff I use, but I don't know, I feel like I've got so much in here, there's no point throwing it away, and I would like to get some new ones, but yeah. So this is, wow, yeah, these are like super old. But they're powders and they're only going on your face, and I haven't really had any issues using kind of expired makeup. So, blush, we just got a blush brush. And just tap it in. And I'll kind of tap the excess off and do it on my hand a bit as well. And then we just pat it on and up. I try not to bring it too far in. I think I did used to bring it more in, but I don't really tend to do that now. I kind of just bring it up a little. There's a little bit of hair. Maybe I should have covered this up a bit more just to look a bit like I've got a little bit of a bruise or something. And then I'm putting blusher on. And that's about it really. And then sometimes if I'm feeling it, I'll just kind of brush any excess just like over my face a bit, you know. That's how I warm up my face if I want to do it. That's that. And then for highlighter, I'm using this Heart Revolution KittieKat highlighter in Beloved. It's got such cute packaging. So using this. And oh, I didn't actually. I've been wanting to get a new brush because I used to use one of them fan brushes, but my one is just getting so puffy. So I mean, sometimes I just use my finger, just, you know, put my finger, just like kind of dab a bit and then blend it out. I don't usually put too much on, like I don't want to look like, I don't know. Crazy. I was trying to think of something that's like super glowy and I couldn't think of it. Yeah, so I just put a bit there. And then depending what eyeliner I'm wearing, I might use it on like the inner corner. But that's about it. And then I guess I'll put lipstick on. This ain't part of the base makeup, but we'll put our lipstick on now. Alright, okay, and I think that is it for the base makeup. Have I done everything? I mean, it's probably a bit late if I've missed something. Yeah, so this is my base routine. I've got a bit of hair falling out here. So it feels like my skin feels super smooth and lovely. And it looks really nice as well. Like, I haven't got any of that flakiness. Like, the pores like are really smooth and like blurred, I guess. But yeah, and because I'm using the skin tint, it doesn't give like a lot of coverage, so this is pretty like skin-like. I mean, I think I've got pretty good skin anyway, because what is she? What was she? I don't know, like a dermatologist. I'm not sure what she was, but the lady that I saw when I got my mole removed here. So you might be able to see, like, I've got a little scar here, which, I mean, I'm not fussed about really. But when I went to get that removed, she actually said I had really lovely skin. So that was a nice little compliment. Yeah, so she was like, it'd heal really well. And it did heal quite well. Also got a scar on my chin. Okay. I was on a seesaw with my brother. No, that was a different thing. No, this was when I was really young, in my old flat with my mum, and we didn't have any carpets, and I slid across the floor and I bashed my chin on the floor, like, because I was running around, and yes, that wasn't very nice. Yeah, I've got one on my head as well. That was from being on a seesaw and then bashing it on the concrete. Yeah, anyway. So that is my base makeup routine. So this is what I've been doing for every makeup look that I've been doing, and then just swapping out obviously the different blushes and highlights, foundation, primer, powder. I've been using the same ones until I get some new ones to try out. These are all the ones that I've been using, and it's been working okay. Like, it's quite well. I think they all work quite well together. Yeah, and techniques of how I do it as well. Some like techniques I've learned from when I've done I've done a couple of makeup courses actually previously, and yeah, just picking up some tips from other YouTubers. Yeah, so that's going to be it for this video then. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I do my base makeup, and give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I shall see you next time. Bye!